Okay, some live help for you, champ here. I do have your data uploaded into this data table for Google Sheets here. Live action, I'm going to, make it look pretty real quick here, and now I'm going to highlight it all and hit Insert, Chart, and we're going to make a scatter plot. And just like that, it made it for us pretty easily here. Taking a look at the spread of your data, you might find that you want to remove the title. So over here, I'm going to go to Chart and Axis Titles, and I'm going to remove all this gibberish here that we don't need, because you're going to end up explaining what the chart is saying in the caption anyways. We do need a vertical axis title of absorbance. Let's make that font to 14 or 16 point to start off. Yes, it will end up being 18, but I'm not too worried about all that. Concentration dial is good, so we'll just keep that there. I'm going to leave this table here or this chart here for you that you can copy and paste over so that you don't have to worry about doing it yourself. But I wanted to show you exactly what I was doing so you can adjust it however you like. Horizontal axis, we do need the numbers to be a specific number. Same with vertical font, turn to 16. Excellent. Did I make that 14? I did. Okay, when it comes to the colors for the different amounts here, I don't even remember. I think you have a pink poster. Well, you can make all these pink instead. So let's say you have your zero paraben data collections. If you want to make them all like a dark pink, we can make them all dark pink. Then the next one up, we can make slightly lighter. And of course, you can change this all you like. Slightly lighter there, and slightly lighter there. Other things we can do is you can add a trend line to the data so that you can see what the data overall looks like here. You can do that for all of them. Trend line. There we go. And you can change how thick that line is, by the way, if you'd like to. One thing you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, I can barely tell what they are because they're so close together. Well, let's change the vertical axis' minimum and maximum so that it's right around your data. Let's see, your minimum is about 1.97, so let's make the minimum 1.8. And that already spreads the data out quite a bit, doesn't it? Maximum was about 2.2, so let's make it a 2.4. Bring it down a little bit here. I think we can even go to 1.9 to 2.3. Already looking way better. So it looks like the only group that decreased in decreased in absorbance with the increase in concentration is your 2.5 butylparaben group, which, by the way, I think you'll want to change that milliliters because I don't think you added 2.5 milliliters to it. I think you added something else. So maybe 2.5 micromolar is what you did with the concentration. Since you added the same amount of the liquid, it was just different amounts of paraben in the liquid. So double check on that. This table can be edited for any of the font you want to do, so you can make it adjusted there. If you want this to be like this cell where I have it in 2 layers, you can do the same thing and wrap it down like this. That way when I make this smaller, it moves down. Like that. You can center all these if you like. Totally up to you. Other things we can do in this chart We can edit the legend to be positioned on the right side or at the bottom or at the top again. Does not matter to me. If you want, you can just explain it and put none. I'll put it at the top for now. We can, of course, change the size on that as well. You can change the font how you like there. I don't know, thinking of what else you can do to it. Any changes you make to these, by the way, like when we talked about the milliliters, it'll automatically reflect in the table. And the nice thing is when we copy and we go to paste it into your, where's your poster? There it is. We'll go to paste it into your poster. It'll ask us if we want to link it to the spreadsheet, which means that any changes that you make on that spreadsheet over here, let's say I changed that to micromolar. Any changes you make over there, oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind, can be updated onto your poster, as you can see. Or if I can actually do this right. There, see, it changed it. So, yeah, you got some playing around to do with the data here, or at least with the colors if you want. If you have a second color you want to use besides pink, or if you want that specific pink, we can make it work. Just let me know. There's your tutorial on making data in Google Sheets. Let me know how I can help. Good luck.